They get me up in the morning. They give me reason to believe I'm here for somebody, for someone. They make me feel so joyous. Happiness ain't a word to describe what I feel. Like when I try to give it up, sick and tired of all this stuff, they give me a reason to keep going and going. Like when I feel like I should quit, I keep going and going and going. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's been like that. Yeah, yeah, I can let you know, yeah, I'm trying to serve. So you got your service, you got your service. Smelling like over detergent, I got this money on purpose. Can I kick it, I'm working, yeah, I be trapping this service. I'm gonna be right at your service, shoot like I've been in the service. Hundreds on me, got some hundreds on me, I be fixing on purpose. Smelling like over detergent, I got this money on purpose. Can I kick it, I'm working, yeah, I be trapping this service. I'm gonna be right at your service, shoot like I've been in the service. Hundreds on me, got some hundreds on me, I be fixing on purpose. I hit your bitch from the angle, her she used to be an angel. I told the bitch to a savage, I got a trap in it rap. Money on me, I'm a magnet, I'm a fucking money magnet. I put the trap in the casket, I'm stuffing niggas with habits. I was subtracting the act, I'm keeping up with the fashion. I remember they was laughing, now they see me wanna be me. Pussy niggas wanna be me, he ain't know he couldn't be me. Hope you not thinking about robbing me, I got God with me. But I'm a motherfucking demon. I got sticks in the blame. I hit your bitch in the stable. Next day, think call her. I'm too much of a savage. I'm catching all of the traffic. Shot now still bumping. Pray the money keep coming. Smelling like double detergent. I got this money on purpose. Can I kick it? I'm working. Yeah, I be trapping this service. I'm gonna be right at your service. Shoot like I've been in the service. Hundreds on me, got some hundreds on me. I be flexing on purpose. Smelling like double detergent. I got this money on purpose. Can I kick it? I'm working. Yeah, I be trapping this service. I'm gonna be right at your service. Shoot like I've been in the service. Hundreds on me, got some hundreds on me. I be flexing on purpose. He said, she said, I'm not ready for that. He said, she said, she said, ask that little bitch on my dictate. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, I run in the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictate. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He said, she said, she said, look bitch, I might dictate. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. I wake up, I put on my clothes, time to go check me a roll. You can't tell me shit to me, nothing, I really turn nothing to something. Look, I used to be broke like a bitch, I was hurt, I was ugly. These bitches, they ain't wanna touch me, now none of these niggas can touch me. The time that you thought I was spending alone, I was working the phone. The time that you thought I was bumming, I was just stacking my money. Yeah, the time that you thought I was down and out, I was not in the drought. I get the dope and then ship it out, American gangster. I know Victoria's Secret, I got the key to the streets. I got some niggas be trapping, they want it, they coming to me. Look, that bitch said she want me to fuck her just like I be fucking the beat. I told her that me and my niggas gon' be there at 2:45. My diamonds come away from the Mayans and I run the street with some lions. I trap like I want me a Kanye and rap like I want me a break. Don't say no shit on the internet you ain't gon' say to my face. Look, these industry niggas be pussy and I'm trying to give me a text. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that, he said, she said. Running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He that's my reputation. I like rapping, that's my reputation. I like flipping cars, reputation. Lord. They know me, they know my reputation. I like kissing bitches, reputation. I dismissing bitches, reputation. Ooh, flipping money, reputation. They know me, they know my reputation. I ain't too fucking dog, reputation. I'm gon' swing first, reputation. I might kill her first, reputation. Lord, they know me, they know my reputation. Lord, like a jeans, reputation. I turn my grandma house to trap house, that's my reputation. I got court cases, shell cases, reputation. Lord, they know me, they know my reputation, bitch. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that, he said, she said. Running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He said, she said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that, he said, she said. Running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He say, she say, he say, he say, she say, he say, she say. I'm not really with that, he say, she say. I'm not really with that, he say, she say. Hello, he say, she say. Okay, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that, he say, she say. Running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He say, she say, he say. Why these bitches like to talk a lot? He say, she say. Why these niggas like to talk a lot? He say, she say, he say, she say. I'm not really with that, he say, she say. Why these niggas like to talk a lot? Why do bitches like to talk a lot? Yeah, he say, she say, he say, she say. Hey, we ain't got that real fake on that fake. Yeah.
Y'all already know what's good, what is good with my people. What's good with everybody in the chat? First of all, salute to all the queens, the women's, the females, the real leaders in the chat. What's good with it? Mama Justice, Nina Ray, Maria Sanchez. Everybody doing Miss Red. I got Tim's on in 2018. I know that's right, because Chicago is almost Tim weather. No, that's right. What's good with it? With them Tim's on. How everybody doing? Peace to everybody in the chat. Yeah, everybody, most of everybody familiar with the Laquan McDonald trial. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Yesterday, the cop that shot Laquan McDonald was on the stand. This fool took the stand and he was so out of his mind. He was so out of his mind. Y'all, this is what I noticed about this particular trial. They are trying to contain it. Y'all saw what they did. They took my channel that time when I tried to screen share. It's just a trial, right? But anyway, they trying to contain this story, knowing that they can't, especially here in Chicago. We gonna tear this motherfucker up. And I mean it just like that, in that order. It should be. The citizens, especially the black community in the city of Chicago, all they do is disrespect us. We got our own problems. We know that. And there's a lot of work, mainly the black community, need to do in Chicago. But I'm going to tell y'all this. We all know that the mayor, Rob Emanuel, he's not running for mayor. And he shouldn't. I personally think that the reason he's not running, it got something to do with the Laquan McDonald. Because it's just strange to me that all of a sudden he announced this when people, the citizens of Chicago, well, most of us wanted this guy. Ben wanted this guy out of office. But right before the trial started, he announced that he's not. Listen, we're not stupid as they want us to be. nor will we ever be. And today, especially from how we all came together, we shouldn't allow it. They trying to contain that story as much as they can. That story is going, that trial, if they don't convict that guy, not just a conviction, y'all listen to me. We in the city of Chicago, we don't want just a conviction of this guy that shot Laquan McDonald 16 times. We want a satisfying conviction. Because picture this. Let's take that story where, and somebody can drop it in the chat. I just can't think right now. And it just recently happened. If somebody know what state or what city it happened in, where the female officer went into the black guy house and shot him and killed him. Now, her story was, her excuse was that it was dark and she thought that she was walking into her house, which, and I know that sounds crazy, but that's what she said. Now, picture this. Picture that guy whose house she had no right to enter. Imagine if he would have shot and killed her. Not just because she's a woman, but because she's a police officer. Imagine if he would have shot and killed her. You think they would have lessened the charge like they did for her? Manslaughter? No, it would have been flat out murder. It would have been flat out murder. But this is what they do. Back to the Laquan McDonald trial. If they don't convict that guy, the city of Chicago, we on edge. We on edge. We on edge. The police killing us. They locking us up. I'm not even talking about the people that put their selves in situations where that can possibly happen to you. I'm not talking about that because that's different. That's a lot different from what's real. It's a lot different. But the city of Chicago, Friday, if they don't convict that guy the right way, y'all gonna see Chicago erupt. And it should. It should. See, they try to trick us and make us think, oh, y'all ain't gonna be tearing up businesses and no, that shit don't belong to black people. Let's just keep it real. Most black people in the hood, and they don't own none of that stuff. But when you look at it on the media portray it like, oh, they tearing up their own stuff. They don't even own the. In most of the black ghettos, we know that most of the people that live in them don't own the property in them. Most. Not saying all, because it's a lot of blacks that do. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about something else. So when things erupt and then you see blacks snap, the media say, oh, look at them tearing up their own neighborhood. Yeah, they just tearing up things in the neighborhood that they live in. It don't belong to them. But Chicago is going to erupt. But here's the crazy thing. It's according to their plan. This is what most people don't know. They want this to happen. Why y'all think they allowing so many guns to? On the news this morning, they showed that they caught a guy that just stole 400 guns. If y'all think I'm joking, Google it. 400 guns. They caught him. Right. Okay. 400 guns. We ain't gonna even get so far as that they caught him. How in the hell can that happen? It happens all the time here in Chicago. They are making sure Chicago is flooded with all kind of weapons. When I say all kind of weapons, I mean all kind. All kind. So when the Laquan McDonald trial take place, and y'all know how we do it. I'm gonna be right there on the scene. I know how we do it. But that's what anybody, you can take anybody. Once you push them so far up against the wall, you can take a cat, a little bitty old cat. If you bag that cat up in the corner so much, it's going to fight back. That's what anybody and anything that got sense. Some people just don't fight back, but you got to fight back. And you got to fight. Y'all heard me say this plenty of times. We cannot be peaceful all the time. Don't believe that nonsense that they just try to pound and brainwash it. You got to be peaceful. What in the hell is a peaceful protest when you being your kids and everything being killed? What's peaceful about that? It wasn't a peaceful situation that killed the kid. No, there wasn't nothing peaceful about that. But you want the response to be peaceful? Please. They just killing our kids, killing us, but they want us to continue to be peaceful. Peaceful for what? Because the more peaceful we continue to be, the more it happens. Peaceful demonstration. That's just like the last protest that we all was at by Rosemont. See how that guy that put that protest together, he just led so many dumb people, and I gotta say it that way. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I have to say it that way because he led them to a protest. He had people come from everywhere to that protest just to get arrested. What type of game was that? It was senseless, it was useless, it was unnecessary, and it was agent-like. Understand me when I say that. It was agent-like. You have to be a complete. What type of person will lead people to get arrested when you're trying to make a change? What change you trying to make? What? Oh, this, because the only thing that I got from that was the only change that he was trying to make was a different way to get arrested. You don't have to go out and do a crime protest. Come to this protest and you're going straight to jail. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, you see when y'all see what Nina Ray just dropped in the chat. Y'all, this stuff not happening. This stuff is happening for a reason. We already know, okay, they're going to fill the prisons with us. They're going to fill up. They're going to keep them filled. We know that. But we have to understand and recognize today that they have a bigger agenda. Y'all don't think, okay, I'm just going to be real. Just going to be real as I can be. Y'all don't think that if Chicago go into a riot, y'all don't think guns going to be on the street? As many as they are here? Hell yeah. And they know it. They know it. But I'm telling y'all, that dude sat up there on the stand yesterday. Every question they asked him, he played dumb. He played stupid. I'm talking about to the questions. Because he's beyond dumb and stupid and ignorant and racist and all that. He's beyond that. To shoot someone 16 times, to disarm them, and they only have a knife. And on top of that, Laquan McDonald, and you can see it clearly on video, was walking away from them. Here's something else. He was the only cop that fired. He was the only cop that fired his weapon that night. Not was he the only cop that fired his weapon that night, He shot 16 times. But when they asked this fool yesterday about the night of that shooting, I'm telling y'all, he played dumb. It was so frustrating and aggravating and just watching this. Even Laquan McDonald family, when they left the courthouse, you can probably pull the video up on the quickest video y'all could probably find it, where that probably has the most. Y'all search WGN. That's a Chicago news-based network. But even the Laquan McDonald family was like, hey, man, and I don't know if it was his father or his uncle, but this guy said, man, every word that came out of that police officer's mouth was a lie. And you can clearly see it was. He was so bold, he even told the state prosecutor, basically, like, be quiet, let me answer the question. And the judge just sat back, didn't say nothing. Like they would any other scum of the earth like us, because that's what we are to them, especially to the court system. We scum of the earth. They'd have told us that they'd have checked us. They would have checked us. But this guy walking up in that courtroom, sitting there playing dumb, disrespecting the family, and acting like he don't recall anything from that night. How in the hell? Only way he will have problems with remembering that night is if this is something he does all the time. I won't be able to understand it then. But 16 times, man, stop playing. They ain't even playing. They ain't even playing, y'all. This is all planned. This is a part of their plan. And it's going accordingly to just the way they want it to. It's going perfectly. It's going perfectly. And the ones that don't have a clue of what's going on, they the ones that's making it go perfectly. Not even knowing. Not even knowing. But yep, y'all, the city is bracing for it. And, you know, hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What's good? How everybody feeling? I ain't finna break out. I know I usually drop the information and get up out of there. And one reason I do that, y'all, let me tell y'all one reason I do that. A lot of times I come in and I, try to drop the information or exposure, whatever it is we do. I drop it and I try to immediately get up out of there. So y'all can do y'all research immediately behind it, like get right to it. Get right to it. And I know in some lives we may talk about more than one topic, but like I say, hey, when I usually punch in and punch out, that'd be my way of saying, man, get right to it. Follow up. Let's prove that we're right or we're wrong. Yeah, we ain't got a problem with saying we're wrong, and that's just like one thing I want to touch up on is, do y'all recall the girl of the photo that I said that we all said that can be her in the casket? Now, we found her tombstone. We got her tombstone. And I'm going to show it the next live. But we got the tombstone. We got the tombstone. And we still working. But while we on that, let me say this, because this is extremely important. And I want y'all to listen to me well. That what Miss Barbara and Antonia both of them Evans. They're going to pay for what they did. And we're going to make sure. So, with that being said, I have to add this. And I got to be honest. I'm going to be real as I can be with y'all when I say this. Whether or not Teresa Martin is innocent or they are guilty, one person they're going to have to blame when we get done is Miss Barbara. Because what we doing, y'all know how we get down. We behind the scenes getting down. So whoever Miss Barbara was working with, whoever brought her to this situation, however she came about, is going to come to surface. We're going to make sure of that. We're in the process of it now. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm going to leave it at that. But they're going to have her to blame. Because one thing we know, she didn't just pop up in that situation out of the clear blue. No. So I'm quite sure that they listening, knees knocking, and all of that. But we for real over here. They'll see it. They will see it. And it's feeling good in Chicago. It was hot earlier today, but it's feeling good. It's a nice breeze outside. How everybody doing? It's so and we're gonna start back getting to our regular news, learning from each other, sharing opinions, sharing whatever we got to share. Whether it's personal stories or whatever, y'all, whatever we do. We finna get back to that. Along with working, because we'll never stop working. We'll never stop working. But one thing I want to do with y'all, we finna talk to the pastor. I'm gonna talk to a pastor. And I'm calling him a pastor because that's what he is. But he's a different kind of pastor. He's a type of pastor that he doesn't go by the rules and regulations that the government laid down to 99.9% of the churches or synagogues or mosques throughout the country. Because believe me, they do got rules and regulations that they all follow. That's why it's so much like an Android trend. Everybody say the same thing. That's why everybody say the same thing. But let's listen to this brother. Let's listen to this brother. He's not just a pastor. He's a funeral director. But he's not like the normal pastor or funeral director that we'll normally see. Especially a funeral director. But let's listen to the brother break it down.
Do this. I'd like to thank Brother Dash for giving me the opportunity just for a few minutes just to talk to young brothers. Been asking Brother Dash to give me the opportunity to come before the camera, and today he allowed me to do this. First, I just want to say right off the back, my name is Tyrone Muhammad. I'm a funeral director here in New Jersey, and I'm going to cut straight to the chase. I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. I ain't going to give you a watered-down version. I ain't going to tell you something that's just popular. No, I'm going to give it to you real. If you ain't hear from nobody else that's telling you the realness, you ain't hear from nobody else. As a funeral director, you want to talk to those who just loving these brothers, these rappers. In fact, rappers such as Rick Ross, rappers such as Lil Wayne, those out there having.
I'm gonna pause it for a second. Now, I know a lot of us got young people, the youngsters, the young generation up under us in our family. We need to get this type of message to them. Now, I dropped the link in the description box. But we can also go back and listen to the video and get his name and go right to it. But we need to sit a lot of them down and let them listen to this. Believe me, he finna hit us with something powerful. And it's a short video, but just please listen. Please.
You fall in love with that nonsense, having fallen in love with thinking that that's reality when they're talking about violence. But they living other than that. See, they walking around with bodyguards and etc. And they got you out here gang banging, got you out here shooting and killing one another. But listen, all that, the reality of it is.
See, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about these rappers, these celebrities. They're just like these politicians. They walk around with bodyguards to protect themselves from us, the ones that make them who they are. So who they protecting themselves from? It don't make sense, y'all. It do not make sense. They're using us. They've been using us for a long time, and they plan to continue on doing it. But it's only getting worse and worse and worse. Here it is. This brother just said a lot of these celebrity rappers, they making this type of music, got these fools out here in the real world trying to act it out and believe in it and follow up their lyrics and end up getting killed or going to jail. But let's check them out.
Out there having you falling in love with that nonsense, having fallen in love with thinking that that's reality when they're talking about violence. But they living other than that. See, they walking around with bodyguards and etc. And they got you out here gang banging, got you out here shooting and killing one another. But listen, all that, the reality of it is when I see you. When I see you, it's over. It's over. Why? You're dead. You're gone. And you're dead because of foolishness, right? You come in here all shot up, bullet holes everywhere. You've been to the medical examiner. The medical examiner butcher you up, chop you all up, gut you open, take all your heart, your organs, your liver, your kidneys, your intestines. They remove your brain, gut you out. Cut you out. Now what happens now? You leave off a cold environment there. You come to the funeral home. We put you on the cold embalming table. And while you're on that cold embalming table, we put cold embalming fluid in you with cold water. See what I'm saying? And then after all that, we watching your cold blood run down the tables. Why? Because you fell in love with a fantasy. You fell in love with something that wasn't even real. See, they got you buying their products, and they not even living that. They're not even living that lifestyle. So they got you all thinking that that's real. No, that ain't real. Real is when your mother is before me. Real is when your mother can't afford to pay for your funeral. Real is when I got to patch up those bullet wounds on you. See, that's real.
See, we all know what he's saying is real. He basically telling the youth, stop believing in these fools. In fact, y'all can be better than them. Y'all can do something better than what they're talking about. They talking about nonsense. I keep telling the youth, if y'all can stand on the corner and sell drugs all day, man, go sell some damn property. Get into real estate. You got the hustle. It's in you. You just narrowing yourself down to some damn drugs. If you could sell something, you could sell something. It don't matter what it is. Get up out that box. But he telling them, he just told the youth, when he see y'all, it's a wrap. It's over with. You in the casket. You in the casket. It's over with. It's too late. By the time you make it to him, and he telling them, man, the only real person at the end of the day, right there and there, gonna be your mother. It ain't gonna be the celebrity you follow. The damn celebrity don't know nothing about you. And 9 times out of 10, if they did, they wouldn't give a damn. They don't care about who you are. They care about you making them rich. That's all. They don't care about who you are, what you're going through, your struggles, your concerns, your everyday nothing. They don't care about nothing. All they care about is you coming to the concerts, going on iTunes, paying for their music or this or that, supporting them, watching it. Come on, you know what it is. We just got to start acting like we know what it is.
See, that's real. See, Rick Ross ain't here to pay for your funeral. Rick Ross, Lil Wayne and them ain't here to help your mother buy a casket, to put you on the ground. No, it's your poor mother. See what I'm saying? I'm sick of it, man. Ain't no damn outcry. Ain't nobody fed up. Ain't nobody care about you. Your homies don't give a damn about you. Why is that? Yeah, they homies on the street. But when it's time to come in here to pay that bill, ain't nobody in here with your mother. Your mother in here by herself, putting her little pennies, her nickels, and her dimes, and her hard-earned dollars here to put you at rest for some foolishness. Think that over, man. Think it over. I mean, I don't know nobody that want to rush to a grave. I just can't even see somebody trying to rush to get into a casket.
And he's right. He's 1,000% right. Who do you know? Hey, let me ask y'all this, and this is a real, this real. Hey, look, check it out. Think of the last time y'all known somebody that have died from natural causes. When was the last time? It's damn near unheard of. They're gonna make sure we die one way or the other. One way or the other. I can't remember the last person I know just died from natural causes. No, it damn near is practically almost very near to non-existing. And I know that sounds crazy. We think of what? People getting older than it. But yeah, a lot of people that get older, what they end up with cancer or this or that. Something. You rarely hear people just dying of natural causes. Rarely.
Be down for what, man? Think that over. Down for what? And at the day, when they put you in that ground, and I've been to so many funerals, I've directed so many funerals, and after they eat that chicken and macaroni and cheese, get that Hennessy, smoke a little weed, you gone, man. Off to the next one, man. Everybody is profiting off the death of young black people. Everybody.
See what I'm saying? That's why so many our kids dying and us. That's why so many. I'm talking about they conspiring with the medical field, the law enforcement, the politicians. They are all eating off of bodies. The world we live in, it's a prison planet.
Bodies profited from it. The medical examiner, the hospitals, and the hospitals profit even more because why? Because when you get shot and they trying to keep you alive, you ain't dead yet. They still keeping you alive by means of artificial, meaning that they can have a mechanical device on you, keeping you alive, right? On a respirator, or you close to death, they harvesting your organs, taking your organs, man, your kidneys, right? Taking your heart, and your mother and father know nothing about that, right? But then they go sell your organs.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Y'all know what? Maybe, you never know. Maybe we can be the ones to maybe bring about change to that. Something got to change. Because it's just like an unseen, an unwritten contract. People eating off you that you will never even know, never even meet. Just like signing a record deal, record contract. People gonna be making money off you that you'll possibly never even meet, never even know. It's the same thing. Something's gotta change. Maybe it can be with us, maybe not, but something's gotta change. But people dying and then families struggling to pay for the funeral, but you got people that's making millions off your body. That's not right. Never have been, never will be. It's not right.
To put them right on the black market, should I say. So now your mother who don't have money, think this over, Your mother who don't even have money to pay for your funeral, but yet Your organs are so valuable that it's going over to somebody else on the market where they paying $25,000 and $50,000, and your mother see nothing of that. Right? Not only she lost her son, she now his organs is being distributed to other people when they cashing in on it. Right? So you need to start thinking about this, man. Before you start going out here and talking about that you down with this set.
Listen, I suggest this. And my kids, I make sure. But this is what I suggest to people. You know, when you go in and you get an ideal driver license, whatever, and they ask you, do you want to be a donor or an organ donor? I say no. And then, you know, they always try to give you that talk and that look. They start with the look, and then because their job is to persuade you to do it. They don't know why. It's just protocol. So I tell them this. There's no way. Make a long story short, I say this. I want to leave with what I came with, because there's no way, even if you wish to sign a will or something, I want my kidneys to go here. No, there's no way after you gone, there's no way you can make sure that it happens. So with that being known, I want to leave with what I came with. So I simply say no. Maybe that'll save our lives. You never know. Because we got to remember that dude Frank from Rosemont, when he gave that interview, he tried to trick everybody by saying, when you go into the hospital and the doctor see that you're an organ donor. But he let it slip. He let it slip by saying that, yeah, if you just let's use common sense. If you're in a critical situation, and we don't know what's going to happen the next second, let alone the next minute, hour, or day. We don't know. So God forbid we in a critical situation where we land up on some hospital table and we depending on these people to save our lives. But if you're an organ donor, we don't know what type of game, what type of contract they under. Just because you're an organ donor, they may help you expire just to get the job done.
But that's it, man. I'm telling you, the real story is, man, you're going to end up in the funeral home. I'm telling you. And you probably say you ain't got nothing to live for. You got everything to live for, man. You got everything to live for. You got to understand that you matter. Just as the next man that may have an education, that may have a lot of money, and you may not attain that right now, you still matter, man. So many of our young brothers, nowadays sisters too, end up in the graveyard. So much potential gone, man. Some of the answers and cures that we need in our community, gone. See? And what we got to do, man, we got to start uniting and realize that, man, we are fighting for the resurrection, for the totality of our people. We got to understand that we're fighting for our people, man, for our very existence here. Now, I'm tired as a funeral director. I mean, I don't know why other funeral directors ain't stepping up. I mean, yes. I mean, you got to, why other funeral?
Ain't that strange what he just said? He don't know why the rest of them not speaking up. I'm going to tell y'all why they not speaking up. Because the money coming in too good. They not finna ruin that. It's just like a doctor. Most of them, they'll tell you little things to get better and give you this medication. Most importantly, they're going to give you the medication. But they not finna ruin their business. They not finna help cure everybody. If they do, it'll be no need for them. They won't be able to drug us up with all the medication they give us. They wouldn't be able to do all the nonsense they do to us. They're not gonna do that. We gotta understand that. They wouldn't do that.
The directors ain't stepping up. Well, I'm the only one out there crying out in the wilderness, man, trying to get you to see the reality, man. Huh? I mean, are you just that much in love and getting in the casket? Is you just that much in love with seeing how many people gonna come to your funeral? Are you just that much in love to see how many people gonna sign a register book? Are you that much just in love to see how your prayer card and your program is? You must be a damn fool. You gotta be a fool, man. Because once you're in that casket, you ain't getting out of it. It's over. It's done. So what we gonna start doing? And we out in the streets every day. We out in the streets every day. Morticians that care, we out in the streets. We bringing caskets to the street. We bringing body bags to the streets. We bringing the van with the casket on top of it, man. Right? Some people say, why you gotta be so grotesque? Why not? Why not? We gotta do whatever it takes, man, to save the lives of our people. We've been dilly-dallying and pit-tapping around this issue. No, man, we gotta deal with the issue today. And if that means by bringing a casket on the street, so be it. I'm gonna keep doing it. If that'll bring a body bag out in the street, I'm gonna keep doing it. Right? I'm gonna keep doing it. Long as that we got the balance that's taking place, and I'm trying to save our young people, I'm gonna do what I need to do, But it ain't gonna stop here. We're going to take the death from our community and we're going to bring it to the in front of the very door of those that got the resources to help us get out of the mess we're in. Right? That's what we're going to start.
Right. Right. See, that's what I'm saying by you can tell, first of all, you can tell a man or anybody, you can tell a lot about them from the company they keep. First and foremost. Second of all, you can tell a man by what he stands for, by the things he says and by the things he does. More importantly, you can tell that just about anybody. But let's target in on men right quick. Now, the reason I'm saying you can tell a lot about a man from what he says and what he does is because that's very important. A man to jump out the window, he'll jump out the window. It's not about him jumping out the window. It's about the reason he jump out the window. Now, if he jump out the window on some nonsense and some lies and BS, then that's what he do. But if you got a man that jump out the window for a totally different reason, I'm talking about on some real, something real, and that's what he do. Most men, most black men, we, in our younger days, we placed ourselves in situations where we would possibly die, and it was for nonsense. So why not do it today for something that's right? We wasn't scared to do it for nonsense, so why in the hell would a man be scared to do it for something that's right? You should be more encouraged. You should be more willing. That's not what we're seeing today. We're seeing something else. And it's terrible.
Start doing. We're going to make a reality of death a part of other people who've been living cushy, who've been living comfortably, who've been living good, and off the backs of our young people dying. Medical examiners, step up, man. You talk about you ain't part of the problem. You ain't part of the solution. No. This is what one of the medical examiners told me. I tried to tell him to get involved with the Stop the Balance campaign. He said, listen, man, the medical examiners ain't part of the solution. I said, you're a damn lie. You ain't. You are alive. You ones that witness and see this every day. You mean to tell me that you don't care enough about I get it, because you don't look like you. I understand. I understand he ain't from the same educational background as you. I get it, right? But at the same time, you have a duty, man, that you were sworn by, right? You have a duty. And you seeing so many of these children going to an early grade, man, when they should be going off to college and getting clothes for their graduation. I'm taking their clothes and burying them, man. Splitting them up the back to put on them, suturing up their skin, man, to put their flesh back together. I'm the one that'll take the viscera in the bag and put that back in your stomach. I'm the one that'll put the skull back and suture up your head, man. I don't take no damn delight in doing that. I'm fired up, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be a change. So you rappers, I'm telling you, we calling you out, man. We're going to tear your brand down, man. I'm telling all the young people today, man, tell them, put that foolishness down, man. Don't buy another one of those back. If they telling you to kill or pick up a gun, we don't want that. I don't care who it is. Because you know why? You should care. Because ain't none of them. Lil Wayne ain't coming to your funeral. You can forget that, right? Rick Ross ain't coming to your funeral. You can forget that, brother. Right? So what we gonna do, we gonna make them feel our pain. We gonna stop supporting them. If they can't raise the level of consciousness in the minds and hearts of our people, and they knowing damn well where they come from, man, from the inner city, and now you have attained the life that's giving you luxury, man, and you gonna turn your back on our people, man, and keep giving them this filth? Nah, we coming to you. We coming to you.
I'm talking about that brother. He laying it down. He laying it down. Y'all know he laying it down. He laying it down. Man, shout out to this brother. Please go check him out. He's laying it down. You don't see a lot of men nowadays trying to step up. Men more comfortable in the foolishness. They need to be exterminated. And they will. Even if they do it themselves.
Your doorsteps. We bringing body bags. We bringing caskets, man. We bringing pictures, man. We gonna let you know, man, that we feel it here in the city. We gonna bring it to your doorstep. So I just want to appeal to the young people as I close out. I want you to really start thinking what I'm saying. I ain't here to scare you. I'm telling you the reality. See, they ain't gonna tell you the reality. I mean, it ain't all good, right? But you a shell, man. You gone, man. Right, you cut from here like that wide incision, right? That right here, you cut, man. Pull your flap over your chin, man. Skull is taken off. Brain is removed, stuffed with newspaper, man. See, that's the real, man. And when you love somebody unconditionally, man, you give up the secrets. Ain't no secrets about this no more. It's all on YouTube, all on the internet on how people involved in the day. But the fact of the matter is, ain't nobody seen nothing about the young black people dying, man. I mean, everybody on street corners nowadays saying this and this. No, we try to take it to another level, man. We got to take it to another level. We telling the radio stations. We calling them out, man. Stop playing all that damn little music that's harming our people, man. Right? You got us on one segment that you give us 1 hour on Sundays to try to tell us what's going on in the community. But those 23 hours a day and those rest of the 6 days a week, you dumping garbage and filth in the minds of our people, man. Sending off bad frequencies and vibrations within them, man. No, we coming for you, man. We coming, even if whatever it takes, we coming for you. We coming for you.
They get me up in the morning. They give me reason to believe I'm here for somebody, for someone. They make me feel so joyous. Happiness ain't a word to describe what I feel. Like when I try to give it up, sick and tired of all this stuff, they give me a reason to keep going and going. Like when I feel like I should quit, I keep going and going and going.
These niggas don't know my name, but I'm hard head, better know the game. I was raised on the south side, but the west side is where a nigga came. I don't do that op shit get a nigga changed. I don't fuck with that cop shit, some cops try to get a nigga framed. Got booked for some dumb shit, I ain't never say another nigga name. I was doing me, that was hitting stains. For the money, wasn't for the fame. Young fire flame, shot rack with the killer's claim. Look, when we shoot, babies getting changed. I just wish they had better aim. We similar, but we ain't the same. Grown man on me, niggas, I was in the village with the breed niggas in the club once when they lead niggas. Go to town on the low end, rock wheel with the hard head. GIB, TDC, tell the industry, give me my bread. Work hard like Diesel, definitely in it like two-fold. Flow fresh like new clothes, I shine brighter than a hue blow. 100 grand to the 100 span, put a man down, all the money down. Rock shit like chemo, run through the shuffle like D-Lo. It's all about that cash cream, 7-4 with the flag green. Cops to ops to cops, niggas bitches like drag queens. Driller noise Chicago, I'll blow the top off the Tahoe. The law like to put their hands on you, fuck the slickers and the transformers. Rap shit, this the new brand, I'ma get a deal in 2 time. Real shit, nigga, you blind. I get 2 grams on a blue line. Going hard in the meantime, spit mean rhymes on the green line. Free our homie P-Funk, he doing time for that pink line. Clock say this red time ain't waiting long like the red line. Everybody got a deadline, I'm still ducking that bedtime. Conspiracy, no comparison. See more white than the Aryan. Niggas say they won't be, they won't be vegetarian. They say I'm an animal, try to take me to a veterinarian. Shawty call she with this shit, so I'ma beat the pussy barbarian. When you see that heat blow, I'm high, higher than the ego. Take it like no repo, I'm back, bitch, like D-Roll. Fresh off that injury, put me in the game, I'm killing it. It's going down on medicine, but Michigan magnificent. I ain't even wanna do this shit, so Ron told me to do this shit. I'm going crazy, got stupid shit. Gotta act like who is this? Gonna work no time shit. Can't handle my rhymes, bitch. I got bars, die hard, 5 beats. Fuck up Versace, I need a Bugatti and maybe Ferrari. Look, bro, why you watching me? Get the fuck back, cause you look like an out to me. You see me get high, astrology, smacking your bitch and don't get no apology. She should have been talking that shit like she wrong with the clicking that money monopoly. I just got put in a ladder, bitch, sad to say I got picked out for the robbery. I'm thinking I did it, but told myself when I come home, it ain't nobody stopping me. Definition is no probably, nobody's fucking with me. I'm like, obviously, you got the swag, been holding back. Now it's time to give you all of me. Bitch, I'm a leader, so follow me. Follow me right to the promised land. Niggas be acting like women, so soft so timid, so tell them that I'm the man. Yeah, shorty, I'm the man. Reliable, fast, so trusting me. The niggas that hate sound ugly. The niggas, they bitches fucking me. I am the man and the shit, and there's nothing you people could do with this. Shorty, she riding so fast and so furious, sweating I'm ludicrous. The way that she moving her belly like Nelly, I think I'm a lunatic. They thinking I'm new to this, but I'm a veteran. Recipes, tuna fish, niggas this shit out of luck. Telling me maybe they think I'm addicted to drugs. I'm just addicted to love. I'm just addicted to women and spinning this dust. Tell them I'm killing you, Drake. Kendrick Lamar, I'm starting to spin in your face. Homie, I'm taking my place. Sorry, I'm late. I just got out of the cage. Shout out to Quitty, she wrote. Shout out my mother, my brother, my sister, my folks. Shout out to Cody, you know that I'm cold in the industry, owe me some dough. Shout out to all of the women that gave me some dough. Niggas that hate that I'm home. Shout out to all of my people like Evil Knievel, I stunt and they carry the chrome. Shout out to Lil Herb, man. Oh man, shout out to Nikki, man. Baby, shout out to Shaq Rack, man. 5 man, 6 man, got the